Hi, all my animal lovers. I am here with Miss Lily. She will be my little co-host today, and we're going to do a story time. So around 2008, I was at work one day, and the owners of this house had said to me, "Hey, Megan, do you know anybody that would possibly sit our house for the weekend as well as our pets?" And at the time, my boyfriend and I had broke up, but we still had to live together until the lease ended. So I was like, sure, I'll do it, because what's the best therapy rather than to be around animals? So again, it's 2008 and it's a rainy, stormy night. I'm still kind of new to Florida, so I didn't really know, say, West Palm Beach from Fort Lauderdale, from Miami. So again, I didn't really know the neighborhood. So I pulled up here around, say, 9 o'clock, and it's thundering, pouring, and it's lightning. So I pull up to this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful house. And it's an original 1922 home. I call it a little mini mansion. And when you walk up to the house, it's original wood. So you have original door, original floors, original everything, right? It's incredible. So at first I can't get the door open because the door is super heavy and my key, whatever, is not working. So I'm like, oh my gosh. And I have my dog Sophie at the time in my arm like a football. So I get into the house, that's fine. So I finally get in, and now there are two parrots. So there's Kirby and Valentino. So Valentino, again, I don't know these birds at the time. So all I hear is, "Hello, mama, hello, mama." But it was actually in the owner's voice. Yes, it was completely freaky. So I was like, oh yeah, parrots mimic. Okay, I get it. So I go to turn on the light. I can't turn on the light. So I'm like, okay, maybe like the lights went out in this area, or the light just wouldn't turn on. I don't know what I was thinking. So then above these two parrots are now two canaries, and that is Baby Boy and Susie. Now, what I didn't know is that canaries, they also make sounds that are not of bird-like, so they sounded like the alarm. And I started freaking out because I thought the alarm went off in the house. But then I realized, okay, those birds are now making noises too. So now I have one person calling me mama. I have another bird going off alarms, and now I can't even turn on the lights, right? So I had a BlackBerry at the time. So you know those screens were like this small. So I'm using the BlackBerry as like a light to try to get around the house. So as I mentioned in this beginning of the story, the wood floors are original wood. So as I'm like walking, you have all the creaks of the floor. So it's like creak, creak, creak. And then you have the birds that are like, hello, mama, right? I was like, yes, I can't do animal impersonations. Don't make fun of me. So as it's happening, I'm like, oh my God. And I'm trying to use my BlackBerry to like find a light switch. So I find a light switch, no light switches are working. So now I'm starting to get like nervous because I've never been in the house before. It's late at night, it's dark, rainy, thunder and lightning. So now like in between the cracks of lightning, again, I'm trying to like find my way. So for whatever reason, I don't know why I thought this, but I go into the bedroom over here thinking there was like maybe a circuit breaker, which I don't know why it would be in the bedroom. So hello, Megan, dummy. So I have, again, my dog's right here in my arm. She's like 10 pounds, right? So we go into the bedroom and there is this doll on the bed. And she's bald and she's a baby doll and she has like a blanket on. And we walk by and she lifts up her blanket. She goes,
"Hello, Mommy, you wanna play?"
oh my God. I booked it out of that bedroom like so freaking quick. I was so scared, right? So now for whatever reason, the lights are flickering like on and off. And I'm like, oh my God, this house is freaking haunted. I am out of here, right? But in the kitchen, now I have the birds going off. There's a Great Dane and a Shih Tzu in the kitchen. So the Great Dane is like, woof, woof, woof. Yes, that's my dog impression of a Great Dane. It's kind of awesome. Not. So you have him who sounds like a horse. You have Bella who's like the size of Sophie running around, right? So there's all of these noises going on. There is the floor creaking. There is the rain outside, the thunder and lightning. And if you guys know, the thunder and lightning here on its own is kind of freaky, right? So I am scared as heck. And I'm like, what did I get myself into? They didn't tell me that the house was haunted. Oh my God, I am out of here. But I can't leave because there's all these animals to feed. There's the fish to feed and everything, right? So I suck it up. So with that said, I don't sleep in the bedroom. I don't sleep in the guest room. I am so scared. Still can't find the light. The lights now are flickering. A little while later, which was probably like 20 minutes, but it seemed like forever, the lights go on. So I don't know what I thought my 10-pound dog was gonna do, but she made me feel way more safe. So I bring her in. I was like, Sophie, okay, we have to go back in the bedroom. I have to check out what that doll is. Because the dog talks back to me, right? Like, I don't know why I talk to animals. Like, they can talk to me back or talk back to me, but I do. So I go to the bedroom. First say, I should say, I don't ever condone into going into anyone's privacy because it is a privilege to be in someone's home. But at this point, okay, I walk in the bedroom and the doll goes,
Hello, Mommy, you want to play?
again. And I was like, oh, hell no, right? So the dog, Sophie's here, right? I take that doll and I like open up the closet door. I take her by the leg and I like throw the doll in the closet and shut the door. And again, I would never go into anyone's closet, but I was like, she is not going anywhere in sight of me. So I close the closet door and I like hightail it out of the bedroom. And then I like sleep on the couch. And I don't know why I didn't sleep in the guest room because I could have just threw the covers over my head like you do when you're a kid and pretend everything is fine. So Sophie and I are sleeping on the couch and the weekend's over, so we get through the weekend, nothing else crazy happened. So the owners come back and at work she says, hey Meg, she's like, did you and Sophie even sleep at the house? It looks like nobody was even there. And I said, I said, there is a haunted doll in your house and I am not going anywhere next to that bedroom. So she's like, what are you talking about? And I was like, there's a haunted doll in your bedroom. There's a haunted doll in your bedroom. And she starts laughing and laughing. I was like, why is this so funny? And she goes, Megan. I was like, what? And she goes, so they drive, to preface the story, they drive Harleys. So apparently the true story is that they were going to a Toys for Tots ride the following week. So they had bought a toy doll and they put it on their bed because you have to obviously donate the toys unwrapped. So she's like, Megan, she's like, we bought that doll for Toys for Tots and it's motion censored. She's like, all you had to do was just take the batteries out. And I was like, oh, oops. So yeah, so the house was never really haunted at all. It was just motion censored and I was too dumb to, look under the blanket and take out the batteries. So that was my first experience pet sitting here in Florida, and I think we still laugh about it till this day, 9 years later. And 9 years later, I am still at the house, and no, there is no hauntings here, I promise. So thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I will put links below if you want to subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat, and Twitter. Thank you all for loving your pets, and if you love them, we love them. And I make videos every week, so I will see you next week.